how I am staying alive while my country is continuing to try to kill me. I want to start by saying resistance is never futile. I want to start with augury, the idea of a divination practice usually associated with birds and looking at all kinds of things about birds. So Thursday, the Guardian News reported in photographs an epic battle between a Canadian goose and an alpha raptor predator, a bald eagle. Let's just say the goose got away. So I am moving forward with my bi-weekly post, and I am not monetizing it under a paid subscription status because everybody needs this information that I am sharing. And as I have previously declared, I am out and about as, quote, a mystic who knows when to open her mouth. You can consider me mad if you choose. I am alive at age 68. A black woman alive at age 68. My mother only made it to 56, and a black neighbor down the street died dramatically a month ago at age 50 from COVID and a heart attack. And I am serious as a heart attack about not having a stroke or a heart attack. Every week, I check my blood pressure on a Monday morning. It's the time of the week when Americans are most likely to simply give up on life. Americans wake up around 7:30 on a Monday morning and say to ourselves, what the fuck? I don't want to go to my dead-end job. What the fuck? I don't want to experience the ongoing microaggressions in my day-to-day life in this death of 1,000 cuts, say the women, say the blacks, say the browns, say the Asian Americans. What the fuck? I can't witness one more week of a dictator and an unelected millionaire pissing all over the values of my country. So you roll over and you have a heart attack or a stroke and you die. Every Monday, I hold my finger up to the psychic wind and see where I might be on that peace train home to glory. Sometimes I am hypertensing on Monday mornings. And I'm going to pause here to say, I say hypertensing because I learned through association with the University of Maine's Coyote Institute, two-eyed seeing methodology. So to make these illnesses, things like hypertension, diabetes, hypothyroidism, into verbs matters. These are things happening to us. These are not natural conditions. Back to the topic at hand. So this Monday, I started off with a blood pressure of 170 over 109. Let me just tell you that conventional medicine has never seen me with blood pressures like that. I have always been able to meditate, calm myself, whatever, and the highest they've ever seen me in a doctor's office has been with a diastolic of, I think, 90, 92. Anyway, I don't use conventional medications when I am hypertensing. I use herbs and dietary supplements and many behavior modifications, from taking walks in nature to lying in restorative yoga postures for 10 or 15 minutes. This week, it took me until 6 p.m. on that Monday to get to a much more acceptable blood pressure of 116 over 62. But still without conventional medications. I consider myself moderately prescient, so that high BP on Monday was in anticipation of the potential terrorizing at the hands of our Trumpocalyptic dictator as he delivered hours of lies on Tuesday evening. My growing despair as remnants of a possible U.S. democracy fizzle out before my eyes. The harsh realization that my monthly Social Security check is no longer a stable and reliable passive income source. The bad news that I received on Wednesday, that I am expected to pay $1,100 in federal taxes in a country where my president only paid $750 total, and that $4 of those dollars will go to the state of Vermont. Honestly, I don't mind that state tax contribution. It's my share to cover child care expenses in my state. But the most harsh realization that this pause is because my phone has screwed up and I cannot record. So you're just going to get a pause because I'm not rising my blood pressure just because of the technology. Back to where I was. The bad news about taxes and the most harsh realization is that I cannot afford payments for a newer car. I can't replace the 2011 Prius that I currently limp along with 250,000 miles on it. I have amused and distracted myself from the intensity of this level of toxic buildup with some fun factoids and articles that I will share over on Substack with anybody who wants to listen. I will be posting to Substack on Friday in the hope that a few of you will join me for my Sunday monthly OPME's Magic and Mystical Medicinal Modules program. I'm giving it away free this month because I think y'all need it. The conversation will be 7 to 9 p.m. The topic will include a bonus 40 minutes recording that I'm handing off over at Substack, as I said on Friday, by Keisha Ewers, E-W-E-R-S. She is a former ICU nurse who at 30 had rheumatoid arthritis and figured she deserved a better life and went after figuring out how to make that happen outside of the conventional medical model. And in that, she found Ayurveda. And I'm going to be sharing some of her insights with you. Her topic is undigested anger and our autoimmune systems. And I'm opening this conversation because the state of the states is grim for even the most optimistic among us. So just remember that scrappy little goose that got away from the talons of that bald eagle. Ashe, ashe, ashe. I do think that is all I want to say.